Hello. I'm nervous. I think that's in the title. I'm very nervous, but that's okay because I suppose there's a first time for everything. I've never streamed my actual voice on the internet or anything like that, so I'm very, very nervous. Let me just turn on the audio for the game. Yeah, my heart's kind of pounding, and I thought, I might as well do it because I don't think I'm ever going to get to a stage where doing this for the first time isn't going to make me nervous. Um, but I heard something or I read something where somebody said rather than calling your comfort zone, you call it your familiarity zone because it's not actually comfortable in there. And I wasn't comfortable in my comfort zone. So I thought I'll get myself out of it and I'll just do something that I think I'd have fun doing. And I think that this would be really fun to stream playing games because I love games. I love talking about them. I love playing them. And I just thought it would be a way for me to get out of the familiarity zone. And it's okay to be nervous because I suppose I was nervous before I post a lot of my art, not on this channel, but a lot of my art on other places, on YouTube channels and TikTok and Instagram and Twitter or X and things like that. And I would put my art up there. And when I was younger, it was very nerve-wracking. I would be really nervous to post my art anywhere, and I would like hide almost from the computer after doing it because I wouldn't want to see what happened, like if anybody saw it. And it would be a case of like, when I was quite young, it would be like 2 people viewed it, 10 people viewed it, you got 1 like, and then a comment from a robot or something. And I'd be like, oh my god, something interacted with me, and I would lose my mind because I didn't know it was a robot. And I'm thinking that maybe it'll be kind of like that for me here. I want to do simulated universe, but I don't know which ones are going to be best for Sparkle because I got her. I've been so excited to get her ever since I saw her come out because I love her design and her animations. But I'll talk about her in a bit. I love her so much, but I want to do simulated universe. Effect hit rate. How am I doing for effect hit rate? Do I want to? I'll check my Black Swan relics, and then I'll talk more about my nervousness perhaps in a bit. Let me see. So, I don't have good attack hit rate, fellas. Okay, what's it called? Pan Cosmic Fella. Okay, so it's alright for this guy. Yeah, I think I want to get more of these because yeah, these aren't the ones that I want for Black Swan, and I got Black Swan as well. I got very lucky with my pulls recently. I'm very, very happy about that. I got so lucky because I've been winning 50/50s. I've been having... Black Swan was guaranteed and I got her early, I think. If I'm remembering correctly. I think I got her early. I got Sparkle, no problem. I'm pretty sure I have enough pulls for another 5-star. And there's not really a 5-star that I'm particularly excited about coming up, which means that I can save for ages. I'm very happy with this account. Like, it's my only account for Honkai Star Rail, but I'm so happy with it. I've had it since day one. Oh, I love her. She's so cute. I love her. But yeah, with my art, I would post my art online, and I would be like, God, I must have been like 12 or 13 posting my art online. And it was terrible. It was so bad, but I loved it. I love my art, and I still do. And I would be so nervous and so nerve-wracked, and like, God, what if somebody sees it and says it's not very good? Because I do think that's the truth. At the time, it really wasn't very good. And that's not me putting myself down. It was acknowledging that I was 12 and trying my best. But let me make sure everybody's prepared here. Yeah, wonderful. Okay. So Wonderful. So over time, I would get more and more used to posting my art, to the point that, like, today, something that used to absolutely, like, freak me out, the thoughts of it. Ah, none of these are very good. Maybe this one. I don't know if these are very good. I'll use that one. Am I going to regret that? Maybe. But yeah, when I posted my art when I was a little whippersnapper, I would get so nervous, and now I don't think about it. I just do it, and it's nothing to me. I just post my art, and I don't go, oh, what if? I just sit down and I go, oh, what did I make recently? Have I posted anything? Will I do it? And then I do it. And I don't lose sleep. I don't, you know, I don't keep checking on and going, oh, what if? I just post it and then I'm done. And sometimes I'll, like, I've been making TikToks of my art process and stuff like that. And I want better ones. That's not bad. That's... Oh, these are both good, but I think with Loka, whatever his... I've never said it out loud, I'm realizing. But with this guy, he's good at healing, but maybe I could do with a shield. So even though this guy looks good, I think I'm going to go for the shield. But I thought maybe if I did this and I enjoyed it, which so far I am enjoying it, even though I'm still nervous, I think. And I hope the audio is good as well. I'm hoping that if I do enjoy this is something that I can do with the knowledge that over time I can get easier and easier with it. Because once I got started, like the initial clicking of the button, of the start stream button, I am streaming, right? Yeah, okay. Imagine. No, but the initial clicking of the button and the setting up of the everything, it was a weird feeling. It was like, oh jeez, oh no. It was kind of like, you know, when you're on a roller coaster and it starts going up and you're thinking to yourself, well, maybe you don't think this, but you think to yourself, oh, why did I get on? Like you regret everything all of a sudden. That's what I feel when I'm on a roller coaster sometimes. And then afterwards, after you're going down the thing, you get this adrenaline rush and you feel so good and you're like, again. And I think hopefully it'll be like that for me. I think this is something that I could genuinely really enjoy doing. And I'm okay if I don't enjoy it, if I don't love it, that's alright as well. I think life is full of, it's kind of like a big massive playground, and if you let yourself chill out and do the stuff that you're interested in, it's a lot more fun if you don't expect anything out of it, you know? If you say, I'll do it, and if it works, it works, if it doesn't, I think that's a brilliant method. God, I love her animations. I love... this game, it's bonkers, the character design, the animations, everything. Like, sometimes I feel like I sort of take it for granted, because some days, you know, I'm doing stuff and I can't sit down for a proper long session. I just pop in, do my dailies, get out, you know. But really, it's beautifully made. Like, I feel like I really take the characters for granted sometimes. Well, that's a good one with him. Yeah. 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 Okay. But I do really love this game. God, I wouldn't even be able to estimate the amount of hours that I've played this game. I really... It's stolen my heart a little bit, how much I love it. I think that when I heard initially, oh, they're going to make a new game, MiHoYo is going to come out with a new game, I thought, okay, that's cool. Because I was enjoying Genshin Impact to a point. I don't really play it anymore, because it just got a bit repetitive, because I wasn't really, it was before, I think I stopped playing a little bit before, what's it called, Fontaine came out. Maybe a fair bit before Fontaine came out, actually. Maybe, God, whenever Honkai Star Rail came out. And I wasn't really playing Genshin. I think I got rid of it. Whoops. I got rid of it for space reasons. Because the games are quite big. And I wasn't really getting as much enjoyment out of it as I used to. And I think that's fine. And sometimes you just get used to a game. And that's happened with Honkai Star Rail for me before. Just very briefly. Where I just kind of felt like, okay, I've been playing it so much, like literally every day. Maybe calm down a bit and come back to it. And then I came back to it and it was wonderful. What curios do I have? The hunt. Yeah. Every 6 turns conducted. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that one. But yeah, I think no matter how much a game resonates with you or how much you enjoy it, there's still going to be times where you need a bit of time away from it. I mean, that might not always be the case, but for me, I sometimes get a bit like, okay, I need something fresh and new. There's been this game, you might know it. It's not like super famous or popular or anything, but I think it's quite good. I love this game. It's called Hard Space Shipbreaker, and your job is basically you are the person that is paid to disassemble decommissioned spaceships, and you're floating through space, and it's so peaceful and like it's dangerous, but it's so peaceful, and you know that you could die in just a horrific way, and it's an exceptionally dangerous job, but you're playing it and you feel like you're almost meditating because you get into this flow state. Sorry, I think my dog's barking. Somebody probably sneezed without her permission. What was I saying? Hard Space Shipbreaker, it's kind of meditative because you get into a flow state of just gently problem solving, and some of the problems are things that you've already done, some of them are sort of new problems that you've not figured out yet, and you're just gently and over time you're carefully disassembling a spaceship at your own pace, and like it's fictional, it's a fictional job, so you're not properly going to get in trouble, I don't think. Well, maybe you do, I'm not super far into the game, but I love so much about that game. But at the same time, it's one of those cases where you can't, even if you love it, you can't play it all the time. You need a bit of time away. So at the time that Honkai Star Rail came out, I hadn't been playing Genshin, even though I love that game. And I just wanted something new, and I heard that they were going to do turn-based gameplay. And I am an absolute sucker for RPGs and turn-based gameplay, and I loved the system of Genshin Impact for like the pulls and all that. I know it's a little controversial, I understand that as well, and I get it. Personally, I love it. It's like, I really like it because it gets me really excited, the chance aspect, and I know it's a little dangerous if you let it be dangerous, but I don't let it be dangerous, I don't think. Which one do I want? I think this guy. But yeah, when I initially heard about Honkai Star Rail, I was like, okay, this sounds interesting, and then I heard a little bit more about the Persona inspiration, and I was like, oh, I love that. I love that game. When I was a kid, I remember I wanted what's it called? Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclocked. It was back in the day where you'd get your video game news in a magazine, and I would read a magazine, and they would have like reviews of different games, and they had like a I think a tiny little review for Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclocked on, if my memory serves me, it was on DS. I think it was on DS or 3DS or something. And I really wanted it. And I remember going into the shop and I was with my mom and my mom was like, she wants this game, but I don't know what it is. And the shop assistant was looking at me going, go on, tell me. And they were probably thinking, oh, she's going to ask for Nintendogs or something. And I go, Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclocked. And they just started laughing at me. Like they lost their shit at me. They thought and it was really funny. But oh, I was so embarrassed. And yeah, so I played that game. Obviously not, you know, the exact game that inspired this one. But that's a really vivid memory for me. Of just sheer embarrassment. And then I played it and it was pretty good, but I was really confused and I didn't know how to do it, so I didn't finish it or anything because I didn't really understand the battle system or anything. My audio is just after going red on OBS. I hope that's okay. I think I got too enthusiastic. Apologies. But I do remember really loving that game as well. I loved the art style. I'm bonkers for that art style. I love it. What's the name of the artist? I know there's like a million artists that do amazing work for those games. But the one that I kind of whose name stands out for me is, I think, Soejima Shigenori. I hope I'm getting that right. I've seen like videos on YouTube and stuff of his art process, and it was genuinely life-changing because it was the first time that I'd seen someone do an art style where they, rather than doing the sketch and then lowering the opacity and then on another layer doing the line art, he just refined the sketch. And I remember I was watching the first time, and I was looking at the process and I was thinking, what's he doing? I didn't really understand it because it was still at the sketch phase and it looked like just really intricate blobs. And I was looking at it and going, I don't get this. How does he get from here to the art that I'm used to seeing? And then he started he changed the he toggled the opacity on his G pen. I think it was G pen. And he toggled the opacity and he had it sort of built in to toggle between essentially ink and eraser. And he started carving, almost like a sculptor, this image out of the blobs. And it was genuinely, it changed my life. It changed the way that I saw the whole art process, because it made me realize that I was looking at it from a very restricted point of view. Am I doing the right thing here? Am I going to survive this? What's better, saving my ults? No. I don't think that's right. I'm gonna maybe not use my Clara ult, but yeah, hopefully the DOT will get him before he... Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Ooh. These are good options. Every time... That's good. That's good too. Suspicion. These are both really good. Oh. I don't actually know if there's like a proper guide for which one's better. I'll just do that one. Ah, yes! I love this one. Yeah! Oh. Oh, I'm lucky. I love being lucky. Oh yeah. Okay, attacks. That's good. This is also really good. I think this one. God, I got very lucky there. I'm happy with that. I love that curio. Okay. Someday I'm gonna get the perfect relics, like perfect. I got that for, I remember, God, was it in Genshin Impact? I think I got really good relics for Nahida, and Nahida was the reason I'd started playing Genshin Impact, because I loved her design. Like, I played it a little bit years ago, like years before Nahida came out, and I enjoyed it, but I didn't stick with it for some reason. I think I didn't understand it. I think it was very much, you know, the Genshin system is very reliant on reading, like, to the point that you'll be playing the game, and this depends on what you prefer or what you're willing to tolerate as a player, but you'd like basically walk 3 steps and then 50 pages of text would show up in front of you, and it would like tell you the intricacies of the different game mechanics, and it's like, is there no way to teach me this in a way that's a bit more intuitive? No. And like later on, when I was more excited about the game, I was completely willing to read through it and all that. But oh, I wasn't paying attention. Sweet. Sweeping first, gently. Ooh. Upon entering, but that's pretty good. I've never had that before. Oh, I'm very happy with that. I like that. Yeah, that was a good one. I've never experienced that one before. A bit of worms. Please stop asking. And they're charming. No. Thank you. What was I talking about? Worms? No, I wasn't talking about worms. Jesus. Okay. Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, and the system there. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's perfectly serviceable. It works, does what it needs to do. That's good. That's pretty good. I think that's good. And then inflicts the same number of stacks. Okay. Restack. Oh, I think that one. Okay. But yeah, like, I'm okay with reading. I love reading in a bubble, you know, in a vacuum, in a void. I do enjoy the act of reading. But if I'm playing a game and I'm getting some momentum behind myself and I'm like enjoying it, I want to be able to keep playing the game. And Star Rail has a little bit of reading, but comparatively I feel like it's less. Or maybe I'm just enjoying it more, so I'm more forgiving. But yeah, I went back to Genshin because I loved Nahida's art style. Or not art style, but character design, but also just the cuteness and the different motifs that came with her. And also I remember crying at the what's it called? Is it an animatic? Not an animatic. You know, the one where she's sort of in the dream world, and she's playing hide and go seek with the Aranararas, Marinaras, what are they called? Aranaras? The little fellas, the cute little fellas with the smiley faces. Oh, I could have, yeah, thank you. But you know the one where she's sort of in this green world, and all of her friends are there, and she's playing, you know, hide and go seek with the little onion fellas, the turnip fellas, and she's on the swing and she's having a great old time, and then it sort of shows that she's not in reality, she's sort of more in a dream world, and that perhaps things are a lot darker than we're allowed to see them as, and all of that. And I don't know what it was, but it just straight up made me cry so hard. And I realised, like, ouch. I realised that this character was, for some reason, really resonating with me. I loved it. It just got me for some reason. I couldn't tell you. she's just sweet. I don't know. Like there was a sweetness to her that just got me. So I played the game and I got her. And I remember at the time, my dog had just gotten neutered, and so I got Genshin on my phone, and I would sit up all night with her to make sure. Oh, whoops! To make sure that she wouldn't get at her stitches. We had her in a little baby grow thing that like protected her tummy. Oh, whoops! So we would have her in a little baby grow made for dogs to keep her safe and to keep her tummy safe. And what we'd do was I would alternate shifts with my mum to stay up with her and make sure that she was okay and that she wasn't getting at anything she wasn't supposed to be getting at. And I would stay up all night, like literally all night, playing Genshin to get as many primo gems as possible so I could get Nahida. And I remember I lost my first 50-50 trying to get her, and I got Mona, and I really like Mona. I think she's really cute, but she wasn't Nahida, so it's like, oh. But then I realized that using her her sort of mobility skill, what's it called, like her special walking, her special sprint, what's it called, you know, where she sort of goes under the water. It's very cool. It's not terrible. That's not great. It's okay. Someday I'm gonna get the perfect relic, and it's gonna be amazing, and I'm gonna love it, and my Black Swan is gonna just be absolutely bonkers. But I used Mona's special sprint thing to be able to almost speed run some of the different quests and things like that. And I got Nahida, and I was so happy, and I would just run around and frame things in her little, if you don't know her, she has like this thing where she sort of holds out her hands and makes almost like she's gonna frame a photo or frame a little viewpoint, and she uses that ability to like capture things or to mark enemies and stuff like that, and it's so cute. It's so cute. And she makes a little castle with her ult, like a little castle that she's powerful in or whatever. It's very sweet. I find her incredibly endearing, and I might go back to Genshin because I do love that game. It's just it lost the sparkle for me, but I do love exploration, and I haven't even stepped foot in Fontaine. I haven't played the game since a fair bit before Fontaine came out. You know what I might do? Wait, no, I won't. I was about to say, you know what I might do? I'm going to build my Bronya, because I got a Bronya off the standard pull, and she is like 0% built, nothing built whatsoever, no plans, haven't a clue how to build her, honestly, in terms of relics. I think I have a fair bit of these guys. I have an alright amount. No, I don't. I have a amount. I could do better. But then I realised that I just used all of my sparkly trailblazer stuff, and I want to save this for some reason. I don't know why. Something in my brain. I love having it in the bank. I love having a bit of this in the bank. It's very satisfying to me. I think the cap is like, yeah, the cap is ridiculous. So, what shall I do next? Oh, she's so pretty. Oh, I love her animation. She's such a little trickster type character. That's one of my favourite. And I've been bonkers about the elation path, or the elation concept. I don't even know what you'd call it. But I love this character. I love the idea of sort of following a path of like ridiculous trickster nature. I think that's so cool because it brings so many wonderful opportunities for characters, and she feels to me like she kind of embodies it. I will say I haven't played a lot of the Penacony quests or anything, or the main storyline. I don't know what it is. I feel like there's something in me when those new things come out, I give it a bit of time. I feel like I want to let it take its time, you know? But I have been spoiled, unfortunately. I've been spoiled for a pretty important aspect, and I'm not going to tell you because you might not have been spoiled, and perhaps you will continue to not be spoiled, hopefully. I'm going to read my Bronya messages. Mons, have you ever felt that everyone around is afraid of you and reluctant to tell the truth? No, I have not. I've never been the leader. I don't think so anyways. Sorry, I just don't know who else to ask. My mother said the life of a guardian is doomed to be lonely. I guess I need more time to adapt. I also talked to Seal, but she looked at me bewildered and said she couldn't understand what those people were thinking. That's because she loves you. Yeah, she's not afraid of you. Is that so? Now that I think about it, Seal's not afraid of anyone. That's true. Maybe I can find my own path as a leader. Well, hey! Good job. Moss, do you have time? I want to ask you a question. Which do you like most, forests, mountains, or the sea? Ooh. Okay, it's between forests and the sea for me, because mountains are cool. But I prefer the sea and the forest. I think forests. Because I love the smell of the sea, but I love the smell of the forest too. Okay, both, but forests. I like forests. I see. You like vibrant green nature, do you? I do! I love nature. It's wonderful. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. They captured it. I recently spent some time studying in... Ooh! Turns out that 1,000 years ago they were all kind of ecosystems. They're all covered in snow. Everything will get better. There are many people who have never seen... That's true. Okay, what's a good response to this? Because... Okay, so... What she's saying is there used to be this ecosystem and she's sad that it's now covered in snow and they don't exist anymore. Is it better to say everything will get better? Because I do believe that's true, because she's a good leader and she will perhaps lead them into some kind of improvement. Or there are many people who've never seen snow and their life is kind of like, well, you get to have this opportunity. I don't think that's the right way. I think this one's ever so slightly better, perhaps. Everything will get better. I hope. So, me too. Anyways, I'm gonna find Svarog again later. Not sure if there are any images from before the eternal freeze occurred in his database. That's all I want to talk to you about. Have a nice day. I'd like to know more about Svarog as well. I feel like we kind of brush over him sometimes. But like, as a concept, he's wild. Like, how long has he been around? Maybe there are quests and storylines that give us this information. Or, you know what? Maybe let's go digging into her storylines. Maybe here? Alone about Svarog? Memories, annoyances, something to share knowledge. Svarog! Oh! Actually, you know what? That's all I need. That's really cute. Oh, imagine, okay, Clara, just after having a bath or whatever, she goes in and her dad is blow drying her hair. And then he styles it with his massive robot hands. I mean, that's probably why her hair is down, because it might be difficult for him to like do the fine motor skills of like little hairstyles and stuff. But the thoughts of like this robot dad looking after her and making little tables and chairs for her. Oh my god, like if they were going on a picnic, like if they went on a picnic, he would find stones and make a little tea area for her out of stones. That's adorable. That's delightful. I'm very happy about that. Okay, it has been 35 minutes, so I'm gonna get up and stretch. Stretch sesh. Alright, okay, cool. I returned. I didn't go very far, I just stood up. Let's see. So I have done all of my daily fellas here. I've used my trailblazer stuff. I haven't done this. I could try this one. What's Pure Fiction again? That's the one, I don't play it that often. It's the one where it's like waves, right? Okay, accumulate the amount of damage dealt by follow-up attacks by enemies. Oh, by allies, right? I was like, that makes no sense. When this damage amount reaches 100, okay, so follow-up attacks are the way to go. That is basically my whole approach, so that's wonderful. When ultimate deals damage to the enemy. Okay. Whenever character hits an enemy with a follow-up attack, all items. Oh! Only triggered once for each attack. Does that mean per... What does that mean? This can only be triggered once for each attack. I don't know. Okay, this one's nice and clear. Once for each attack, like not the whole time, right? Like, is it per wave? Per wave could work. Okay, I'm gonna presume that it means per wave and not for the whole time, so I'm gonna... Oh, there's a story? Okay. Okay, I might do that at some stage, but maybe not today. Alright, so accumulate the amount of damage dealt by follow-up attacks by allies. Alright, so obviously... that's pretty good. Who else? Oh, Herta, obviously. Herta. And... who else is good? I mean, this guy's okay. He could work. I think maybe swap him and Herta, because I feel like... who has bigger HP? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Let's see, this isn't... yeah, okay, so that's maybe a Jing Yuan angle. This guy, that guy, this guy. I don't think there are any wind follow-ups, so that guy. And I think Bayou needs... yeah, she needs a light cone and all that. And I'll take it off of links. Alright. I do wish they had like a loadout system. Like, you know how, for me anyways, I have lots and lots of, like if you've watched my no commentary videos where I'm just playing the game and the mic is off and all that, you'll see that I do this so often. I have to like swap out different relics so often because I have a lot of relics and relic sets that work really well for different characters, and those characters often aren't in the same, or like basically are never in the same team. So what's the point in trying to build a new thing for these characters who already have good relics? I just have to swap between them versus... you know what I'm saying, right? Like, why spend time getting relics for both of the characters if the relics work for both characters? I just need to swap between them. And I'd love it if there's a system where you could just have it, like, you could name it as a set, as a loadout, and then go between the characters. So, like, I'll name it buy you /links, and then I'll go and swap it between them if I feel so inclined. I feel like that would be a brilliant system. It'd be a brilliant quality of life. And the great thing about Honkai Star Rail is, you know that they are all about the quality of life updates. Like they're known for it. So I feel like this is something that's basically just in the works, perhaps. I can't imagine. Like I don't know. I think in the grand scheme of things it would be quite straightforward to do, but also I've never made a game. Like I've played around, but I've never made a game, so I don't know. But I feel like in the grand scheme of making things, this has to be something on the list, right? I imagine. I don't know. Okay, so this one, it can only be triggered once for each attack. Now when they say that, I really hope they mean per wave. I feel like this is good. This one, I don't know about that one. I don't know. I feel like sometimes it feels as though there's a right answer and I'm not quite sure what it is. This feels good, but this part is vague enough that it's confusing me. Like, is that for the whole time? Like if Clara does one follow-up attack, is she only advanced forward once for the whole time, or is it per wave? Is this the wave one? So I'm gonna go for this one, and then maybe at some stage and I'll do this one as well, because I don't know. I'll see. We'll see. Okay, so you've got your light cone. That's not the right light cone. Okay. Good thing I checked. And then light cone. Yep. Okay, wonderful. That's good. Good. I want to improve her someday. Alright, let's give it a go. I hope I do well. I don't really remember Pure Fiction's system. Okay. Yep. Sounds good. Alright, so enhance. Ooh, my technique allocation isn't beautiful here, but that's okay. I'll figure it out, and if it doesn't work, I'll just try a different team someday. Because I have like 40 days, right? Please attack Clara. Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. What? Am I misinterpreting this? That looks insane. They died so quickly. I suppose it is a wave thing, so... Yeah, okay, it's more reasonable now, I think. Yeah, that's a bit more reasonable, I think. I'm already on wave 2 though, so that's not bad. I suppose it is also the first one, so they're not gonna make it crazy difficult. What's that thing? Oh yeah, because when you do the follow-up attack, it accumulates over time, and then it accumulates into one attack, which is represented by a box floating down from the sky. Want to do this maybe, and then I'll have enough for the ult, and I think Clara will break down. Yeah. So Clara's gonna do this, and then maybe I'll get another Herta. Yeah. Okay, will I get another spin out of this? Probably. Yay. I really like Herta. I feel like I don't know, I can see why people don't use her all the time, but I really like her as a character. I think she really stood out to me. I was blown away when I found out she was a 4-star. I feel like this game puts so much effort into their 4-star characters, and like some of them, even a lot of them, feel like they could be 5 stars in another game, you know? Like Herta looks to me like a 5-star, just because I love her design so much. And I feel like lore-wise she could very well be a 5-star as well. And Shui Yi, she came out and she felt very much like a... Shui Yi, am I saying that right? The one where she's like a puppet. I've got a thing for like puppet style, obviously, like sort of puppet or doll style characters. I think it's so cool. Ooh, I don't have a cleanse. That's a thing about Bayou, she doesn't have a cleanse. I'd really love it if there was some way to get her to be able to do that. Ooh, what are these guys? I'm not familiar with them. Maybe they're from Penacony. Because really, I'm very... Yeah, those guys are from Penacony, so... I haven't really... I don't think I've had any follow... Oh, right, yeah, the follow-up attacks aren't happening because my fella's trapped, basically. Yay! Maybe we'll get some follow-up attacks now. Please. Oh yeah, no, Kafka, obviously. Obviously Kafka's doing the follow-up attack. For some reason I always sort of take it for granted a little bit, like Kafka doing her thing, but it is a follow-up attack, which means that it does build up damage over time. Oh, yeah, we're gonna get a proper Jingyuan attack now. Yeah. Great stuff. Great stuff. Oh, that's very satisfying. That is very satisfying. Yay. Oh, maybe the timing for that ult wasn't the best. Okay, that's... I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. Now, I wonder if there's a benefit to using Bayou's ult when I don't particularly need it. I don't know. Like, I know it raises your HP, but I don't think any of these characters scale off HP like at all, so maybe not. God, I love Nihility characters as well. There's maybe, I don't know, I feel like there's something missing with my Jingyuan build. I feel like he could be doing so much better. Oh, but it seems like I cleared this pretty well. Yay! Alright. Not bad. Yay. That's another thing. I love how many opportunities there are in this game to get rewards. Like, I can be swimming. Like, I have the, what's it? It's like €6 a month. And you get, basically a pull a day. Including the, dailies. If you include the dailies, you get basically a pull a day. That's great. But even without that, if you're free to play, I feel like you could get so much out of this. I just got E5. Oh, Sugar Puffs, I don't know how to say her name. I'm gonna learn, 100%. Someday I'm gonna learn. But I got E5 her. So if I combine her with this, that could be good. Because she has follow-ups, she has follow-ups, she has follow-ups, she has heals. And if I maybe swap her with her, because I feel like she scales off HP, so I just gotta put her... So she's not gonna have her... She's not gonna have her light going and all that because it's gonna be on links, which means that this is gonna be a March 7th type deal. So... Who do I want? Herta, probably. Okay, so let's make sure everybody has what they need. You do not. Did I put it on Sparkle? I feel like I put her relics on Sparkle. There she is. Increased quantum damage. Yeah, okay, who's it? Shui? Not Shui. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, so these are good. I'll take it off her. I'll take it off... both are good. I don't know how good her yeah, I don't think she has very good crit rate, so I don't know if there's much point in building her crit damage yet. 30%. Okay, so what's it? Genius of Brilliant Stars, so we'll get Genius of Brilliant Stars up here and we'll do a little comparison. So what do we want? Yeah, I think that crit damage isn't kind of not super useful in this case. Oh, effect hit rate. Oh, wait. Okay, so for crit, because effect hit rate for this character, I don't know. You know what? I'll just throw whatever happens to work at the wall, and let's see. So crit rate is that, but this relies on crit rate, and it has to be 70% to get the benefits, and it's nowhere near 70%. So maybe if I take what sparkles, break effect. Speed has to be 145. Speed is not 145. And so Sparkle has break effect. Does it have speed? No, it does not. Okay, maybe so. That could have potential because her ult is quite important. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Not the end of the world. Okay, so that's okay. That is... You got your things. Beautiful. That's alright. Wait, I feel like her crit rate used to be bigger. No? Does it not... What? I feel like her crit rate was way bigger. When your crit rate reaches 50 or higher... I mean, it's higher than 50. Ah, I don't know. Whatever. And then you get your special Bayou. I really want to learn how to pronounce all these names. Recently, I've been really thinking about... Like, I'm a bit of a monster when it comes to finding different languages that I want to learn and stuff like that. I'm like a little difficult to rein in a bit because I get very excited about the thoughts of learning new languages, and I've been recently really thinking about learning Mandarin, and I, like, nonsensically, one of the benefits that come into my mind is like, oh, I'll be able to pronounce the character names in this game. Oh, that's a lot of erudition characters I've got in these teams. Okay. Okay, that's a lot of erudition characters. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 erudition characters. They all do follow-ups. Oh, if I swap Himiko for... Oh, but did I take Sparkle's... I think I took Sparkle's... Sparkle doesn't have her relics anymore, right? Yeah. Okay, so I can't really do that. What's the good move here? Okay. So he has the breakfast one. This is there, this is there. God, what is the right move? Maybe could I switch Himiko with Shuei? Because she's all follow-up attacks, right? She doesn't have anything. Okay, so what is she? Hunt or destruction? So I could take this off of him whenever the wearer attacks her. That's pretty good. And then increases the wearer's attack by 24 when it's hit. Restores the thing. These are both very good. Honestly, I don't know why, but my brain's not working with me when I'm trying to figure out which one's better, so I'm just gonna put this one on her. Because I feel like the other one's very tailor-made. Now, what do I do for you? Because you used to have a good set and I took it off you. Okay, so you need Genius or Ash Blazing. I don't think I have Ash Blazing things built other than for her, so maybe effect hit rate. Maybe take it off Silverwolf, because I think Silverwolf has basically a full build, right? So she has all of her relics. So I'll just take it off Silverwolf and like I'll let it be whatever it is. I don't really know what the level of cohesiveness is. Maybe I'll need to figure it. I feel like with Penacony there's gonna be some really good. I took Silverwolf's relics off her for this section, didn't I? Okay, I'll figure it out. Break effect? That's not terrible. Sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. Yeah. Okay. I'm like decimating my builds right now, but I do want to try this out. Okay, so Shui. I don't even know. Are her traces built? They're okay. They're alright. Okay. Okay, so you've got your light cone, 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 light cone. Wonderful. Got relics. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. If it works, that's wonderful. If it doesn't, not the end of the world. I'm gonna do this again because it's the most clear. Alright, let's see if it works. If it doesn't, we know that we've built a house of shambles basically and hoping that it'll stand. So if it works, we're good. Alright, so enhance, enhance, restore, and you have a, yeah. Alright. I've never really used Shui that much, so I don't know what the, oh wow. She's just right there. Okay, that's good. So what's great about Topaz is all of her attacks basically count as follow-up attacks. So am I gonna get a follow-up attack out of this? No? A lot of these characters are characters I don't really use that often. I use Topaz quite often. I use Lynx fairly often, but not really in these kinds of scenarios. Not in. I think it's. I have an E6. Is that a bad move? I feel like that was a waste. Anyways, I have an E6 Lynx, so like I'd be bonkers not to use her. Oh, this is working a lot better than I thought it would. Wow. Maybe Quantum is the way. My Quantum characters are like actually doing great. I feel like, oh, I'm not even using Sparkle. I feel like, you know, in the past I used to really want... I found this pattern very interesting where I'll really want characters of a certain element type, like damage type essentially, where I'll say to myself, oh, I really want, for example, at the very start, I really wanted imaginary type characters because there was basically no imaginary type 4-stars, and now I think there's one. Is that true? There's one imaginary type 4-star, and that's oh, what's her name? You know, the one who was friends with Tingyun. And we had like this whole big storyline during the end of the Lao Fu story, where it's like, oh, she's grieving and we're saying her goodbyes and all that stuff. What was her name? I don't really use her that often again. I feel like, and I have a lot of eidolons for her, so it's not a case of her not being right for my account. I don't know what's going on there, but I could use, I suppose I've honestly, this sounds a little bit like the world's best problem, but I have so many 5-star characters I kind of forget to use my 4-star characters sometimes. Which is probably the best problem in the world to have with this game. Like, the 4-star characters on their own are brilliant, and I have so many 5-star characters that I forget to use them. Because why... The 5-star characters are looking at me going, why aren't you using me, you know? But I used to really want lots and lots of imaginary characters, and now I have Ambivitor Lune, I have Loka, I have Welt, I have Dr. Ratio, and I have the 4-star, and I think I have quite a few eidolons on her as well. And then I really wanted lots of quantum characters, and I was noticing I don't really have any. I have her, and I think that was it at the time. I didn't have anybody else. And I was kind of getting frustrated because there were lots of characters that wanted quantum damage, or enemies that wanted quantum damage, and you couldn't find them. And now I'm swimming in them. I've got I'm gonna try say her name, Ching Shui, maybe. I have her. I have Lynx. I have E6 Lynx. I have Shui, who the moment she showed up, I was like, oh, I need this character because I love her design. I think I only have her E0, but I love her. I think she's so cool. I think she's sort of, in my mind anyways, an honorary 5-star. Again, because her animations alone just feels so 5-star to me. But for some reason, when I really want a particular... Oh, I have Silver Wolf, I have Sparkle. I have a lot of quantum characters actually. And a lot of them fit my playstyle really well. For example, Sparkle is perfect for Imbibitor Lune, who I've built really, really well, I think. Yeah, I've gotten very lucky because it sort of feels like I go from, oh, I really want lots of characters for that, to billions of characters coming out specifically for that damage type. And I think now, like, I'm good for fire. I could be better for fire damage because I feel like my Himiko is falling short as well. I don't know what it is, because I'll pair Himiko with what's her name, Topaz, and I'll expect great things, and then she's not quite where I want her to be, and I know that's probably, there are ways to build her that'll improve that. I just want to know what they are. Because I know a lot of people say, oh, Himiko is sort of not a great unit. I have E1 Himiko, which is, like, she has potential. I know she has potential. I just need to figure out how to unlock that potential. And then I'm sure I'll be laughing, I'll be so happy. This guy looks really funny. I've never seen him before. He's like really funny looking. I don't know why. Did you see him? Maybe you did. You probably did. The little guy with he almost looks like he's made out of stones. I don't know why. This guy. Don't know why. But he's very funny to me. There's just something about him. He's very funny. I hope we get more. Oh, I was so distracted. I forgot to ult in time. Do you understand what I'm saying? He just looks funny. I don't know. There's something about his arms being so long and his legs being so short. Oh, I hope he comes back so I can laugh at him again. Oh, I really hope he comes back. I've never seen him before. I can't wait. I feel like I haven't played again a lot of Penacony, but I feel like the characters and the enemies for Penacony are so good. Like, the enemy designs are so, like, comedic and weird. Like the dinosaur robot, the T-Rex robot with the chef's hat. Like, who came up with that? What is the lore context? Are they doing like a weird, like, is it one of those gimmicky special restaurants where your food is made by a robot? I don't know why I said that like that's a normal thing that everybody knows about. I've never experienced that in my life. Oh, you know, that well-known thing that happens often. Oh, it looks like I already got the 3 stars. Okay, that's good. I wasn't really paying attention. I was too busy thinking about that little fella with the long arms and the short torso and the short... Yeah, that guy. Oh, his eyes! I didn't notice his eyes before. I love him. I'm about to kill him, I think. No, he's still alive. That's how he attacks. Oh, that's delightful. Oh my god. I love that guy. I love him. Look at him. Oh, he's dead. He's back. I love this little fella. Let me oh my god. On removal, damage taken increases. Alright. Sorry, an entity that bears certain cognitions formed from an accrement of subconscious fragments in the memory zone. Life is I just burped. I'm so sorry. I hope you can hear it. Life is parcelled in impenetrable barriers, obstructing the intrusion of the alien. But beneath that ironclad shell, there is a region both nameless and fragile. Oh, I could see it in his eyes. Oh, those proportions are magical. I love that. Okay, who am I attacking? Wow. Oh, this is making me want to play Penacony more and more. I feel like I'm taking my time with it because I want to really properly... I don't know what it is, I want to feel really excited for it before I do it. And as of right now, I'm happy leaving it where it is. The only thing stopping me is the timers for the events and stuff like that. I want to give myself enough time to do it. And like, for example, if you watched my my videos, my no commentary videos when I was doing the sort of Pokemon style event, I cut it so close, like really close. I think it was down to the minute, basically. I was speed running and like my legs were so tense. I was very, very determined to get, because I really wanted the really cute chat skin, you know, where your messages show up like a little trotter. I wanted that so bad. I was so excited to get it, and I was determined to get it in time. I don't know what it is about me. Sometimes I kind of procrastinate events. I did it with the Ghost event, and that was probably one of the best events out there, I think, like full stop, including, I think in any game I played. I don't play a lot of live service games that have special events and stuff like that. I think mostly it's just MiHoYo games that I play, and that's just been Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. But it's probably the best, like probably just full on the best event. I love the stories. I love the gameplay. I love the weird, like, the comments that you could get on your ghost stories. It almost made me feel like I wanted to do social media stuff because it made it look so much fun. Like I kind of sort of do it. I guess technically this is kind of it, because is YouTube a social media? I don't know. But if it counts, I'm kind of doing it, and I've done TikTok and stuff, but I don't really show myself or talk or anything like that. But seeing like the comments show up and the systems there, it was very, very endearing. And the way, like, the fantasy world aspect of, you know, I want to find a pretty place for Sparkle to stand, because she deserves to be somewhere beautiful. Oh yes. But sort of the silly like social media aspect of it all was very, very endearing. Oh, spectacular. Spectacular. Oh, she's delightful. I'm so happy to have her. I haven't even talked about her. I haven't even talked about how much I like her. I just love her. I haven't played the storyline, so I don't know much about her, but I love her voice. I love her animations. This animation in particular, anything to do with a mask, so cool. I love her playful personality. I love the little details. Look at this. Like this, like, dark celebratory feeling, and the little goldfish. And it almost reminds me of, you know, for example, in Japanese festivals, there's this thing where you can like try to capture little goldfish and you get to bring them home and they're your pet and stuff like that. And it reminds me of that, of this like luck aspect, and these frills kind of give me fishtail feelings here. It almost reminds me of Kokomi a little bit, not that much, but like the shape language here, very fish-like. And I love the silliness. In Japanese, is she called hanabi, like fireworks? A part of me wishes that they kept that for the English version, because Sparkle is a little bit of a silly name, but it also suits her to a point. It does suit her, actually. It's just, I feel like Hanabi is really a pretty name, and Sparkle kind of feels like a, Twilight Sparkle. Like, is she a pony from another world? And that would actually, I think it would fit her personality, because she seems like she's almost from another dimension in how she acts. Like, it feels like she knows that this is a game or a simulation of reality, that it's not real. But also I know nothing about her, it's just her general demeanor that gives me that feeling. This was really fun. I enjoyed this, actually. I don't feel nervous anymore, or at least not the way that I did at the start. So, yeah. I might do this again. I might not. I'll see how I feel. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. I did. And I like being able to talk about games that I like, and I like being able to just speak at length for no particular reason. It's almost like having an external diary. And also it kind of feels like speaking gently into the void, because to my knowledge I don't think anybody is watching, and I don't think anybody has seen it, and I feel okay with that. I'm like very okay with it. Yeah, this was really fun. Alright, thank you. And if there is anybody who watched this or showed up at any stage, and honestly I haven't been looking at, I don't even know how to see if anybody's looking at this. So if you have, thank you. If you haven't, thank you still. Goodbye. Bye bye. I had fun. Bye 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 bye.